Hi, I'm Taylor Smurl,
And I'm Tommy Smurl.
and this is Neat.
Neat.
Welcome back. Hello. Hey, Dad. How you doing?
Good, Taylor. How are you doing? It's good to see your bright, shiny, smiling face again.
Ah, nice, nice. It's good to see you too. How was your Halloween?
Halloween was fantastic. We got to roll around the neighborhood with Charlie and Cooper, and they got scads and scads of candy. It was just everywhere.
Did you get any of the unwanted candy?
No, they went straight home, and I didn't get to go through their bag. But I
That's
did
rough.
get the next morning. Mom and I went walking, and it was along the same path as where we'd gone trick or treating. So I was able to scavenge through the yards and find the drop candy from the night before, and took advantage of that.
You ate it?
Well, yeah, I mean it was in wrappers. It wasn't like loose on the ground.
It was on the ground.
It was in a wrapper.
Well,
That's fair game. That's fair game.
That's so much more than the 5-second rule. That's like the 10-hour rule.
Hey, this is a guy that ate trash noodles, so
Well, all right. Hey, let's make something that didn't come from a trash can, I guess.
that
Today,
sounds delicious.
we are talking about the witchy beverage that is Strega Liqueur. Why is this a witchy beverage? Oh, I don't know. You should listen to the podcast all about it.
That's right.
But it's an Italian liqueur inspired by witchcraft, and it's sort of in the veins of like a yellow chartreuse. It's like a heavily herbal liqueur. Got a little bit of pepper, a little savory notes, a little bit of mint. It's got a bunch of stuff going on. We're just gonna get right into it. I think just with a taste test first, maybe.
Sure. A witch in a tree invented it. It's got to be good.
Yeah.
Passed on the recipe.
Smells.
I think that instead of cheers, I should say salute.
Salut.
Yeah, salute. Isn't that Italian?
Yeah. So it's colored by saffron, I believe, right? So we learned.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. And there's mint in there too, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. It's really interesting. You definitely get some
Yeah.
mintiness. You get a little bit of a pepperiness. There's definitely some sort of like anise or fennel, kind of licorice flavor.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't sit there and drink a glass of it by itself, but it's not bad at all for straight. I like that.
Well, and it's a little. What's the proof on this? It's 40, right? Yeah, it's 40%, so it's pretty high octane. But I do think it's interesting that it doesn't taste as hot as
No.
like chartreuse. Chartreuse, you can taste the burn. This is a fully alcoholic spirit, but it tastes more than anything just kind of like sweet and sort of citrusy herbal. Yeah, it's pleasant. You can see how it can mix very easily into something nice.
It's just like a witch. It'll sneak up on you.
Absolutely. So on our episode, we talked about how it is traditionally consumed, and with a lot of like Italian aperitifs, they aren't necessarily mixed in cocktails most regularly. It's more that they're just had like straight or with a very simple mixer. With Strega, it's often served with coffee or with lemonade. So I thought to start things off, we could just make a quick, fresh lemonade and put a little Strega in there and see how we feel. How about that?
I like that. I like lemonade.
So for like a good lemonade build, just kind of like a sour build, you want, equal amounts of fresh lemon juice to a simple syrup. So I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of each. Give it a good long shake because we want to dilute it a little bit more than we would a cocktail. We want some extra water in there to dilute it. And if you like things a little bit more tart, you can use a little bit more lemon juice, a little sweeter.
So 1.5 ounces of simple and 1.5 ounces of lemon.
Okay.
All right.
And then let's do, let's do 1/2 ounce of Strega, because I feel like a little is going to go a long way. Maybe we should do more than that. What do you think? Maybe 1 ounce?
3/4.
Let's do, okay. Say that
Compromise.
again. Yeah.
3/4, you think, to compromise?
Let's do 3/4 ounce of Strega.
That is interesting, though. That surprised me how good that tasted just straight.
It's nice. All right, shake it up. So I shook that about twice as long as I usually would, just to get a little extra dilution, since we want, you know, that sort of lemonade situation going on.
Mix up the lemonade real good.
Throw a lemon on there. All right, there we go.
Oh, that's a delightful looking drink.
That just looks nice, bright, and refreshing. Cheers.
Cheers or salute.
Salute.
We're hung up on Italian tonight.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's nice.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's just, it tastes like an herbal, earthy lemonade.
Yeah, I don't even know that I'd know there's any alcohol in this.
I'll be honest, I think you could cut the simple syrup down and put a little bit more Strega in there, because the Strega is pretty sweet. Like you could do like a full like ounce and a half of Strega to maybe just like half an ounce of simple, balance it out with the lemon juice. But I mean, that's delightful. And as a low alcohol cocktail, that's really nice, because you've only got 3/4 ounce of like hard spirit in there. So it's like a brunch cocktail, you know?
Yeah.
That's delicious.
That's great.
Yeah.
I could drink that all night. But you're right, because we did an ounce and a half of the simple to go with the ounce and a half of lemon. Yeah, I think if we'd have cut that back to like just an ounce,
yeah,
and done an ounce to an ounce and a quarter of Strega, then it might have been even more interesting.
Yeah, because the idea we're building it off of is just straight up lemonade cut with some Strega. But since if you're making the lemonade fresh like this, you have the ability to alter the proportions. So yeah, I mean, but I like that. I think if you're looking for a really easy way to drink some Strega, and especially if you're down for like a low alcohol cocktail, something that's a good daytime drink, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's a great drink. I love that.
Beautiful.
All right, what are we doing next?
So next, when you search Strega cocktails, the first cocktail that comes up across the board is the Witch Hunt. I think it's in some of the like the press stuff with Strega, like on their website and whatnot. So I thought we could make it. It sounds interesting to me because it's sort of like a Strega Vesper, I guess, like somewhere in the Martini Manhattan kind of family. It's Scotch, Strega, and vermouth, dry vermouth. So I'm curious. This is definitely not going to be low alcohol. This is all alcohol. But let's see how it shakes out, or stirs out, because it
stirs up. Yeah, we're gonna stir up some good trouble.
All right. So in our mixing glass, we're gonna build a half ounce of Strega. Three-quarter ounce dry vermouth. And then an ounce and a half of scotch. Use blended scotch. Dad's using a single malt because he's a fancy man.
I am fancy. So then we stir.
We're going to strain it into our Nicanor Coupe Martini, some sort of up style glass. I do love the color that the Strega gives things.
Got like a golden glow.
Yeah, as I mentioned, it's got that saffron in it, which is very iconic. All right, the garnish, we're gonna do a little lemon twist over this. Blends in with my wall.
Yeah, I did that one right. It didn't fall down in. I got enough of it to hook over the edge of the glass and hang down in there.
It's gorgeous.
Why, thank you. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, that's another sipping drink.
It's definitely a sipping drink, but that's nice actually. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about this. Honestly, I was afraid it was gonna play a little too sweet. But it's not.
No, I like what the Strega brings to it, and I think that it works well. The Strega is sweet, but you use the dry vermouth this time instead of the sweet vermouth.
On that, the little bit, it's almost like a nice honey quality that's coming out from the scotch and the Strega together. A little bit of warmth from the scotch with that like herbal quality from the Strega. It tastes a little bit like a honey martini.
Yeah, that's delightful. No wonder Mom was liking the witch hunts. She'd had a few of these,
those, right? Yeah.
Yeah. She was making them before we even got around to doing the video.
Yeah, fan of that. Honestly, I've been. I mean, you can see I got this bottle about a month ago, and I've been playing with it for a while now. It's almost gone.
Yeah, I like using that. That surprised me though how good that was just straight out of the bottle. But of course, they drink it that way there.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is like this, and I would be. We talked about either the lemonade or the coffee. I'm curious in trying it in coffee too, because that's another way that's classically consumed. But definitely like probably makes a hell of a spritz. You know, that with just a little bit of seltzer. You know, just a very simple, easily modified base. You don't have to do much to it. And also pretty. Really, I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
I would say it really enhances the lemonade too.
Yeah. I get why that's a classic. A very mixable bottle. I can see where if you're familiar with mixing with yellow chartreuse or green chartreuse, this could sort of be seen in the same vein. But I do think it's, for one, it's a little bit more affordable, and two, it's a little bit less hot. So I think it mixes really easily. So, just a great bottle to add to your back bar if you're building out a home bar, or if you're running a program and you want to bring in something kind of fun and seasonal. Great choice.
It's very interesting.
Yeah,
I like it.
Fun.
And if you want to know more about its history, listen to the podcast.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us as we played around with some Strega today. Hopefully this inspired you to go get your own bottle, because it's delicious. Beautiful,
and you can drink up.
Yes, just lovely golden cocktails. If you want to find us on social media, you can find us at Neat Boozecast on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to email us, you can email us at neattheboozecast@gmail.com. If you want to support us, we have a Patreon. You can be one of our patrons. You get special bespoke cocktails, coasters and stickers, all sorts of fun things over there if you want to check that out. And if you want to, if you get a bottle of Strega and you want someone to tell about it, you should check out our Facebook group or Meta group.
That's right. Neat the Boozecast group.
In
right
the
there on Facebook.
Something
in
like
the
that.
metaverse with MetaZucker.
And of course, if you would like to help this channel survive and thrive, you can like or subscribe, which we would appreciate.
Smash the button, as the kids say.
If you want to keep getting smashed with us, then you need to smash those buttons.
There you go.
Hey,
smash your buttons.
Well, we will. Not. I don't. Never mind. Drink some more lemonade. Thank you as always, Dad, for being here.
Thank you, Tater, as always, for having me. I enjoyed it. I enjoy learning more and more about the cocktail whole thing.
Cocktail whole thing. That's what we're about here, the cocktail whole thing. Hey, I've been Tater,
which I do nothing about. I've been Tommy Smurl.
And this has been Neat.
I'm a beer guy. I just knew about beer. This is a whole new world for me. I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know what I've entered into.
I mean, I just love that. Like, just you're a beer guy and you're drinking Strega. That's a big ass jump.